Hey Torrance, I'm Christine with the City of Torrance, enjoying this beautiful Saturday morning with my dog Somi. We came out to the Torrance Certified Farmers Market because the Farmers Market manager, Joyce Chan, let me know about one of the vendors who has been directly impacted by the LA wildfires, and I wanted to share his story with you. How long have you been coming here as our main kettle corn vendor?
Well, the business has been coming here at least 30 years. And I started working for my uncle in 2000 of September. And I started meeting the main guy doing here maybe since 2002, 3.
So you've been here for like 20 years.
Tuesday and Saturday.
Definitely something different that you're experiencing right now. Can you tell me a little bit about your home and what happened?
I happened to buy a business in 2018 that's not this, Antrim's Lock and Key. And I did not come here on Tuesday that week because the winds were going to be like 60 and I was concerned about driving through traffic, so I did not come here. Thank God, because I was rested when everything happened. So about 6 o'clock I got into our business with my wife. We were talking. We got a call from her sister who lives in the same general area. Thank God her sister was outside, because before there was any fire engines or anything, she called us. It was like 6:28, 6:29 and said, there's a fire behind your house. And my aunt didn't know anything and she was in the house. We have a 3-day-old in there. My cousin just had a baby. And by the time we got home, which was about 5-6 minutes because we're only 2 miles from home, they were packing what they could and I told them to get out of the house. And we were in the house. And the first thing we were doing was trying to grab each and everything we could that had any value. It was just a mad scramble. Now the fire seemed like it was on us because everything's dark behind us. About 2:30, they shut the electricity off. We ended up making 3 trips. So in the first trip, I went to my mother-in-law's, and that's when the first time I started feeling nervous. Before I wasn't feeling nervous, I was just doing what I had to do. When I opened up the door and got out of the truck, I looked up towards the mountains, and the fire was to my face instead of over there. There was fire in both. And the wind was blowing hard in my face. And I said, oh my God, we can't even stay here. This is risky here. The sister gave me a big dog carrier for the cats. And so I threw that in there and we went up. And let this be a lesson to everybody, be prepared. We're locksmiths, where's the key, where's the key? We're inside the house. Chaos is all around us now because it's way worse. Luckily, we have a locksmith that ignored us when we said don't come. He came and he was there. And he got on a ladder and he picked the lock. And we're in the house trying to get the cat. We're making all kinds of mistakes. Always have the carrier in there first before you even try to attempt to get your cat. One of the cats we made a move to get before we had the carrier. He got loose, got crazy, right? Very loving cat, but got crazy and he hid. We couldn't find him. I got the other black cat out. The tuxedo cat I could not find. It's weird, you're not scared at that point. You are so focused. You're so focused on what you got to do that you're not scared. We're looking everywhere. We're 20 minutes in there, way past what we should be doing in there. I'm looking on the porch through my front window that you would see Altadena Drive. You're seeing red embers all over the place on my porch. They tell you not to water, so I don't got grass. I got weeds, dry dirt. You're seeing it all over that. And my trees are blowing like crazy. And I'm going like, we can't stay in here forever. We got to find this cat. Couldn't find the cat, no matter how hard we tried. So panicking, not scared for us or anything. My wife's not even panicking. It's panicking you can't find the cat. Finally, we're going by the back door, and when you open the back door, embers are, red is coming on the linoleum, and even into a little bit, not a ton, onto the carpet. I said, we gotta close these doors. We can't be opening these doors. We have the black cat, we get out of there. Following that, you can't really get into the area. But we didn't have a cat litter, so the next day I did get up in there because the presence wasn't so profound and we don't know how the cat was or not, and I was worried about smoke. But after putting cat litter down, freezer starting to leak, drying that up and assessing my situation, I go, wow, I was super duper lucky, and I feel bad about that things are bad for me because it's worse for so many people. The house that burned in '93, that was rebuilt, that burnt, and 2 up from me, the plumber, he stayed all night. He might have saved my house because he was on his roof and he was calling firefighters back into his backyard area. He lost his garage, and the guy above him lost his garage and lost his backyard, and a van that was back there burnt. Now you're sprinkling up, there's damage up there, right? But the fire took a turn at that corner, not on my side of the street, because going south of me is Arco. You don't want that to go up. So it went on the other side of the street and halfway down, and that's Jewish Temple School. Burnt. And a lot of the Park Marino really messed up. Into the golf course area, Dove Creek, there's a lot of red in there if you see the map. Oh, I want to take a second because I got an opportunity here. Even without the fire, thank you, Torrance. These are really good markets. And even without the fire, it provides a good living livelihood for my family and my bosses. My bosses aren't my family. So I like to take the opportunity to say that, because how do you say that? One person at a time. So if I can say that, that's cool. That this place has really supported us for years. Torrance is amazing in that regard. Coming here, yes, it helps, but it's hard. Not talking about it actually is better because every time I tell it, it's hard. I'm hoping someday it's not gonna be hard, but right now it's hard, and I feel bad it feels hard for me because the guy lives off of Stonehill in Loma Alta. I used to go there when I was a little boy in Little League to Mary Sorensen's house. She's now 82 years old. A guy that lives a few houses up. He lost 2 houses up there. He brought his 2002 style BMW Classic, and we were able to figure out a way to get his key done for him. He happened to know Mary Sorensen. He was telling me about Mary Sorensen. And John Kelly on the corner, I played basketball in his driveway. His mama made us quesadillas. House is gone. So, Zanza Gray, the next street over on Loma Alta. Street devastated. I know that street. Lake Avenue, the Bank of America, there used to be Security Pacific. I banked there. Steve's Pets. I bought fish there, you know. I grew up there, used to walk to Sacred Heart Church. That used to be where I went to school 2nd through 6th grade. So I know the area, and they took it even harder. Our area has a lot of red, but when you start getting up there by even more east, it's crazy to me that it ended up worse. I think maybe we benefited because it's earlier in the fire, and maybe we got more arrested response, and there's a fireplace around us, right? And the other thing is, thank you to the firemen. I saw fear in their face, but they were doing their job the best they could, but it was just chaos. Now I'm gonna stop, okay?
Thank you so much. So when I asked Robert, what can we do to help you? He said, really just nothing. Like, stay who you are and keep doing what you do, because the Torrance community has been helping me for decades, and I wouldn't want it any other way. And that was incredibly touching to hear. You know, he's not worried about business. He says thanks to the Torrance community, he and his family have been doing well. He thanks you for that, and just says don't change. And that is the best message, you know, I think I'm taking away on this Saturday morning, is just, thanking you, our community, for always supporting our farmers and our vendors on Tuesdays and Saturdays here at the Torrance Certified Farmers Market. So thank you for listening to Robert's story. Thank you for coming out here to shop, and thank you for being a part of our community. I'm Christine Lee with the City of Torrance.